I was so high. My head was ringing like a doorbell. I felt like a free spirit soaring through the galaxies of space and time. I was lucky to escape the close calls and the faces of death. I felt like I had just begun. I couldn't believe how the time flew by. It was hard trying to be good in a world that's bad. But I had to keep holding on. I thought to myself, it won't be long now. I was gonna have to lay it down. It was gonna be soon. I was running out of time. My youth, it was gone. This was the last chapter. I was going to a place where there would be no more player haters, no more dirty cops, no more pain or problems. Several of my close friends and idols were gone due to the coronavirus. I was leaving this world. My wife will look for me, but I won't be there. My grandson will holler, "Grandpa," but I'll be gone. I started climbing a long stairway to my bedroom. I wondered how the face of God looked. I wondered what it was that made me feel like this. The coronavirus was taking out people at an enormous rate. The economy was down. No one was working. The homeless were sleeping in rat-infested alleys and doorways. They were standing in line, hoping to get something to eat. It was worse than the depression. The drug addicts were sick of being sick, but they couldn't kick the habit. The young thugs were killing one another and taking what they wanted, creating more victims of violence every day. The coronavirus had turned our world upside down, and people have become prisoners of their own homes. Before I crashed out, I thought to myself, is this the end? And then I began to dream. I dreamed a spectacular power failure covered the earth, creating a dark, terrifying, eerie atmosphere. The entire world was pitch black. There was no light. Airplanes, trucks, and cars were crashing into one another. It was a dark, tragic experience. The battle between man and the coronavirus was a massacre. The deadly disease was killing people like flies. But in the midst of all of this, people still couldn't believe it was real. The black community suffered the worst.
Yeah, that's how we doing it in my city, man. We don't give a fuck about the coronavirus. That's how we celebrate our coronavirus.
That's the biggest concern to me. They think the virus is fake when it's not.
People were so scared, their eyeballs were about to pop out of their heads. The voice of the president kept telling the American public, be calm, there's nothing to worry about.
It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle, it will disappear. I didn't say Dave, I said it's going away, and it is going away.
You were saying things like, I think it's a problem that's going to go away within a couple of days.
It will go away. But I think what happens is it's going to go away. This is going to go away. It's going to go. It's going to leave. It's going to be gone. It's going to be eradicated.
And then the world went silent. Hearts of fear were beating like drums. People were knocked down, crushed, and trampled to death like ants. Human society was disorganized and paralyzed with fear. The deadly coronavirus was like a poisonous serpent. It began to wrap its evil body around the weak and innocent children, suffocating their fragile bodies. The nursing homes were full of corpses. Electronic communications was on and off. The coronavirus had slaughtered America and unleashed a full-scale deadly invasion of death on the world. Despite what had happened, some people were still skeptical.
Let me tell you something. This virus should be compared to the flu because at worst case scenario, it could be the flu.
So all the talk about coronavirus being so much more deadly doesn't reflect reality. Without a vaccine, the flu would be far more deadly.
There was an intriguing mystery about the disease. A news story blasted the airways. New York has become a heartbreaking, devastating situation. Attention, Chicago, we're asking people to evacuate as soon as possible. Millions of people are running in the street. Attention, Ohio has been shut down. Children were screaming, "Mama, are we gonna die?" In Atlanta, people were looting and robbing one another. Due to the coronavirus, panic-related deaths and suicide became quite common. Deadly gunshots and screams woke me up as I gasped for breath, asking the question, is this the end? My pimp brain kicked in. Get your shit together, motherfucker. It's the beginning of a new world, a world full of hate, a world that will not have any love in it, no compassion. It will consist of survival. Die for thyself and fuck the world. Is this the end? Yeah, this is the end. It's the end of an old world. Well, once upon a time, you had a quality of life. You lived, had fun, loved, and enjoyed life. That world is gone, never to come back. It's gone forever. The suckers don't believe it, but they will, believe it or not.